2025. Mark this date on your calendar because what's happening on this day from Vedic astrology perspective hasn't occurred since 1914, and you know better what happened in the year 1914. I am about to reveal one of the most dangerous astrological conjunctions of the year 2025 which can save your life too. By the end of this video, you will be able to know why world leaders have to pay attention to what stars are telling us in this year 2025. So this is the video all about Mars and Ketu's conjunction in Leo sign, Mangal and Ketu conjunction in Simha Rashi, which is occurring from 7th of June till 28th of July, and July 22nd becoming the prime day of this conjunction. Welcome back to my channel Ramya Jyotish. I am Ramya Shri, and this is all about the mundane predictions, that is mundane astrology which predicts the world events for this Mars Ketu conjunction in Simha Rashi, which is happening from 7th of June to 28th of July, with 22nd of July being the prime day. If you are curious and if you are someone very new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon also to receive the notifications. And if you like the video, please do like and share the video among your friends and family circle so that this crucial message reaches everyone in the world. So first let's understand who is Mars and who is Ketu. I know many of you are regular viewers for me and would have understood I keep telling that Mars is like this, Ketu is like this, but for people who are pretty new to my channel, let me explain in you in a very simple terms who is Mars and who is Ketu. So from Vedic astrology perspective, among the 9 planets, we have 3 categories: luminaries, shadow planets as well as terrestrial planets. So the sun and moon becomes the luminary, that is the one who throws light on earth, and Rahu and Ketu, which are north node of the moon and south node of the moon, are the shadow planets or Chaya Grahas. So they don't have a physical body of theirs and they are kind of incomplete. I have already made a video by name Samudra Mantana which you can watch, where I have explained who are Rahu, Ketu, how did they emerge to be to get a position in Navagrahas. So Ketu is the body part of that. So Rahu is the head and Ketu is the body part. So now coming to planet Mars, he is one of the 5 terrestrial planets: Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus and Mercury. So among these 5 terrestrial planets, Mars is one of them, and he is one of the most malefic planet who even doesn't lose a planetary war, because Mars or Mangal, Kuja, Angaraka is the commander-in-chief of this planetary army. So if we consider all these planets as one army, Sun becomes the king and Mars becomes the commander-in-chief or Senapati. So Mangal is that Senapati, and he's so fierce, he's so aggressive that he doesn't lose any kind of a war with any of them for that matter. For this kind of undeterred and so determined attitude, Mars is known as such a great planet as well. So he's one of the most malefic planet and is a very important and a very strong planet, because he is an outer planet, that is from Earth's position, geocentric position. Say Mars is outer in the outer orbit. Also he is the one of the fastest moving planet compared to the sun's gravitational force, because it is always said that even after sun's gravitational force controls Mars, Mars has such immense energy in him that he is able to complete the transit or the revolution around the sun within 2 years. So that's why this is a very important transit which I want to mention, because Mars entering Leo sign is also a very big thing. Because from last 6 months, Mangal or Mars was in Mithun Rashi and Karkatak Rashi, Gemini and Cancer sign. And now he is finally moving to Leo with lot of charge. So he is like that Ghayal Sher, bonded lion. So obviously we will get to know the results of Mars in much more aggressive and in much more passionate manner. So in what ways from the mundane astrology perspective is what I'm gonna brief in this video. So do like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such content. So as I mentioned, this is what all about Mars is. So you can imagine the intensity which Mars holds in himself. So when this Mars meets the planet like Ketu, who is the body part, who doesn't have head and who is kind of a very superficial planet to attain moksha in this Kali Yuga, and Ketu is the planet of detachment. Ketu is also the disruptive forces. Ketu is spy, Ketu is intelligence, and yeah, anyone with higher level of intelligence definitely should have a very good Ketu. Ketu is that IQ or intelligent quotient. Ketu is intuition. Ketu is those kind of spiritual energy which is very hard to achieve for a normal human. So he even represents that paranormal forces as well. So all these things comes under Ketu. So when this Mars and Ketu both conjunct in Leo sign or Simha Rashi, which is Agni Tattva Rashi, which is a Sthira Rashi, that is a fixed sign, and also Simha Rashi is a royal sign known for leadership, authority, for temples, for any kind of dharmic rituals, puja, havan, yagya, all this comes related to Simha Rashi. And it is very important sign because that is the fifth house, natural fifth house in the Kalpurush Kundli, and by medical astrology perspective it represents a heart also. So in many ways Leo sign becomes kind of a center of the point also, and where Mars and Ketu gets conjuncted, it can give or it can trigger some unprecedented events as well, some disastrous events also. So as I mentioned in the introduction that this year we have the similar combination which was in 1914 as well. So what did happen in 1914? That's something which we all are aware of, that is the Germany declaring the war on Russia, and the World War begins in 1914. So if we go back to the history pages and check how did the World War begin, so it was from the time this Mars Ketu conjunction happened in Leo. So this kind of combination happened very long ago, and that's how the World War. So this conjunction led to the World War to begin. But I'm not saying that now also the same thing would happen, but similar events definitely will come across. Couple of months ago only we did see the India-Pakistan warfare, and also the tensions between among the borders and everything which we witnessed, but that was very minor or small in nature, okay, because India is a superpower and India was dominating in each and every aspect. So the other country was not at all even an opponent for us compared to what we were. So in terms of the war, it happened during the first or second week of May. So now onwards, whatever will happen, it won't be a very normal one. It can be a very bigger one also this time. So it could be like we already have China-Taiwan issues. So South China Sea, there could be some disputes there, and Iran and Israel issues that also will start. And also to mention, during this time we will even have during this time we may even have this Indo-China disputes also among the borders, because southeast direction is something very crucial or sensitive during this time. And also during the same time we may even see India-Pakistan tensions also, some terrorist attacks probably, because Ketu is that intelligence and Mars is for the terrible one. And from ancient or from our classic scriptures of Jyotish, this Mangal-Ketu combination is told as Paishach Yoga. So this Paishach Yoga definitely will bring in some horrific incidents, and this could be very disturbing also. So the first prediction I'm making from the mundane astrology perspective is some war tensions or warfares may occur during this time. So some deaths also, or in a way world leaders will have a very tough time in managing or in maintaining peace and harmony with the other countries. So United Nations also will have a very tough time during this time. And the second one which I wanted to mention was regarding Rahu and Ketu. So Rahu is in Kumbh Rashi and Ketu is in Simha Rashi, which we are aware of. Now with Mangal entering to Simha Rashi, he will get caught in this Rahu Ketu axis. Rahu Ketu have that blessing that they can influence or they can get the planet into their axis. Once they get the planet into the axis, they can snatch the energy of that planet, or they can amplify the characteristics or significations of that planet. So once Mars gets into the axis of Rahu and Ketu, we may see the amplification in the Martian energies. So Mars is that fiery planet being in a fiery sign, and along with Ketu, we may see some kind of attacks over the temples for religious institutions, dharmic places, or on dharmic leaders as well. So a very well-known dharmic leader, spiritual leader may be attacked during this time. There could be an assassination over some gurus or some Swamijis also. Because Sun is, and especially Surya's Rashi, right, Simha, so it's mainly related to Sanatan Dharma, so that also we may see. And also Mangal is fiery planet and Simha Rashi is Agni Tattva Rashi, so we may see any fire accidents or some kind of disruptions in the temples or near to the temple towns. So all these events may occur actually very near to the temple towns. And Simha Rashi also represents forest and kind of hill stations also. So in these places also we may see some unnatural deaths during this time, or mysterious deaths. That's also pretty much possible. And the third prediction which I am expecting to happen is about the viral outbreak of the epidemic disease. We already have the COVID fear, almost like 4,800 cases and so much of deaths and all. So it may increase also, because Ketu is the virus and Mars or Mangal is the Roga Karaka. So when the Roga Karaka meets the virus, so that's when we can expect the epidemic disease to spread. And this is a Paishach Yoga. So what can be more Paishach than this? So this also may occur during this time. And the next one is Mangal being the commander-in-chief and all, he is also the Karaka for electricity. So as per the shloka of Mangal, Dharani Garbha Sambhutam Vidyut Kanti Samaprabham Kumaram Shakti Hastancha Tam Mangalam Pranamamyaham. So in this shloka it is said he is the Vidyut Kanti Samaprabha. So he sitting in Surya's Rashi will amplify that even more with the Rahu Ketu's association, because Surya is a natural luminary, Mars being known for Vidyut and Kanti, and now with Rahu Ketu it gets amplified more. So anything which is excess is always dangerous to mankind, and that's what will happen during this time. So there could be some light arrangements in any temple or in any government office or any government related event or any big event or any reputed institution or even reputed education institute also possible, because currently Sun is with Mercury. So also because very soon after June 15th even Sun comes to Mercury's Rashi. So in this way also we can relate, in a very reputed educational institution or in any reputed authorities family function, that also may happen. So any way, okay, which is pretty well known, there could be some disruptions due to electricity or due to electronic devices, and that can cause a very big mishap leading to death also. So that's also pretty much noted during this time, because whenever Mangal is associated, he will try to fight back, and Rahu Ketu, they are like that one of the Navarasa, Bibhatsa. So that's what it will end off. That's what happened in the Shani Rahu's close conjunction, which I had predicted in my Instagram channel, that there could be some disastrous event in the north, because whenever Rahu Ketu conjuncts with a malefic planet, they definitely cause death in a very terrible manner, in a Bibhatsa manner, and that's what happened on 22nd of April. because 20th to 22nd of April we had this conjunction, and now this Mars Ketu conjunction is there from June 7th to July 28th, and July 22nd being the most prominent. So now coming to the main part, or the next part is I have already mentioned the kind of predictions which I am expecting. So let me go to the next one. So yeah, the electronic devices which I was mentioning, that also will occur during this time. And yeah, even in our households also, to see from the common people perspective also, we may see electronic devices breaking out, having problems with electrical energy or electricity also, a lot of power cuts and whatnot. Everything related to electricity will have a lot of disruptions during this time, and nothing will seem to be normal also during this time. So if you have any electronic device at home which is not working well, then do take care of it, repair it. Or if you have any electronic device at home which is always switched on, do take care of it also, because from 22nd of June we have Aridra Pravesh, that is the start of monsoon. So once the monsoon starts, and it's a complete rainy season also, during this time it may happen the certain streets or certain roads where electricity or there is electrical street lights where it is not managed or maintained properly, and when it has rained hugely and there is some kind of disruptions, and if someone goes there may lose their life also. So these kind of incidents also may happen during this time. So be alert, be careful, and stay safe is what I'm gonna mention. And people who use electric vehicles, be 1000% sure, because Mars Ketu is short known for this Sukshma Padarthas in electric vehicles and all. So light amount of disruption, you might say okay, this is fine, I can manage, but that only will cause a very big headache. And at times if your individual dasha antardasha is not good, it can take life also, or it can make things worse even than expected. So even a lighter amount of disruptions in electronic devices at your home, at your office, or anywhere where you are more associated with or where you spend most of the time, please be aware. And that's the most important thing which I have to say from mundane astrology for common people as well. And because Mangal is that fiery planet, and Simha Rashi is fiery energy, and it is forest, hill stations, everything, during this time heat waves could be very huge. So even after having rain, everything, we would be still living in summer kind of condition. So even after a lot of rains also, we may see that it is too hot, it is too sunny, and it is hard to handle. So always we need to have the fans on or AC on. So the sale of air conditioners also will rise to a very high extent during this time, because Mars is a fiery planet, adding to their Ketu will Mars Rahu Ketu will amplify that, and there is no other aspect on this. Guru is sitting in Mithun Rashi, Surya Buddha is currently in Vrishabh Rashi, later they will move to Mithun Rashi, and it's educational institutions. So even educational institutions are also in a kind of a threat, though Guru is there, so it may not cause death. That's one thing, very good thing I would say, because anything happen, the children who are the future of our generation should not be get anything which is very bad. So that's one thing, a saving grace I would say, because of Jupiter's presence in Mithun Rashi. There could be some miraculous savior is what I would say. And but there definitely will be an incident related to these things which I'm mentioning. So these are some of the mundane astrology from mundane astrology perspective. Also, apart from this, we may see a lot of crisis in leadership area in all the firms, public and private firms. So sudden resignations, sudden layoffs of the leaders. So in the next 1.5-2 months, we may see that military conflicts also would rise to a very high. So global events would be in such a way for the next 50-51 days that we may see sudden turnover of world leaders and their perspectives also. A lot of communication will happen, lot of things will be discussed, and the outcomes would be very disastrous as well. So leadership crisis, sudden resignations, military conflicts, political upheaval, natural disasters, that's also very much noted this time. That is somewhere in the 3rd week or 4th week of June, we may see earthquakes or even tsunami, or even any kind of volcanic eruptions also may happen. Especially the countries like Japan, Hawaii Islands, and all these east and southeast nations have to be very careful. Especially east, southeast. Now I am telling this because Mars is entering Makha Nakshatra in Simha Rashi, which represents southeast direction. So that's the nakshatra, that's the area where we may see more kind of disastrous events happening as well. But that doesn't mean even the opposite also it may happen. And also during this time we will have this accidents, vehicular accidents, and also air crash is possible during this time, and health emergencies. I have some mentioned viral outbreaks would be there, and economic shocks and market volatility. This is something very rare to happen, but I'll tell you, I think all of you would have heard about the Wolf of the Wall Street, or about Bernie Madoff. So in Bernie Madoff's chart, we have this Mars Ketu conjunction in Vrishab Rashi. So he was such a highly intelligent, yet someone who manipulated the markets, and even the police forces, or even the detectives, or the one who investigated the case also couldn't identify what he did actually, and Bernie Madoff only had to explain them. So that shows the level of intelligence Ketu creates when he is associated with Mars, and that's what we may see during this time. So there could be reveal, or there could be an expose of a biggest financial scam, okay, where even the local government or the leaders at a very top level are also involved, because Simha Rashi it's involved and Mars Ketu is here. So a very big reveal, or a very big exposure of a big financial scam also may happen, or it may actually be revealed to the public during this time, and this can cause a huge crash in the financial markets, and also volatility will hit the market. So because of Mars position in Leo, which should have been a very good position, because ideally if Mangal alone would have been in Simha Rashi, it would have turned the tables, and everyone would have got energy, passion to work more, to be more determined. But with Ketu's presence there, this Mangal Ketu's Paishach Yoga can create all these disruptive situations and incidents which can disturb the peace and harmony of the world as well. So during this time we would see many world leaders will not be in the right conditions. And also during this time only we may see some of the great nations and the leaders of those great nations resigning from their position through their own interest, or through their own self-decision, or there could be an assassination of a well-known leader also, or an attempt to do that also is very promising during this time, because as I mentioned, Mars is Senapati, so he tries to fight back, and Rahu Ketu will amplify it, and there is a Shadashtak Yoga also which is forming between Mars and Saturn, because Shani is in Meen Rashi and Mangal is in Simha Rashi. And once Shani turns Vakri in July, so from 13th of July Shani also will be Vakri. So July 13th to July 28th, this 15-16 days will be even more intense, because when Shani turns Vakri, he starts giving the previous Rashi's results. So what is turning Vakri? That is the planet, from the astronomical perspective, the planet turning Vakri is they are slowing down their motion because of the sun's gravitational force effect. So sun sitting in Mithun Rashi, now it will move to Karkatak Rashi, and now from June 14 onwards sun would be in Mithun Rashi, then he'll move to Karkatak Rashi in July actually. So that's when Shani Dev gets into radar of Surya, because anything between 120 degree to 240 degree. If these planets get into control of Surya, they will have to reduce their motion. So that's what will happen during this time. And when Shani Dev turns Vakri, he will give the previous Rashi's results because his motion is reduced now. So he will give results of Kumbh Rashi also. And Kumbh Rashi natives will again start seeing very terrific Sadesati results. And Makar Rashi, your Sadesati will be coming back for the next 6 months. From July to November, again you might start feeling the same kind of Sadesati results for you. But seeing from the mundane astrology perspective, during this time we may even see that when Shani starts giving Kumbh Rashi results, so there is kind of a conjunction results of Shani Rahu again in Kumbh Rashi. So when Shani Rahu is very close, like Rahu would be in somewhere in 29 degree of Kumbh Rashi and Shani would be in 1 degree of Kumbh Rashi. That's the highest he will come close. So hardly 2-3 degrees. So when Shani Rahu is so close in Kumbh Rashi, I mean near to that border, and here Mars Ketu. So this is one of the deadliest combinations to occur. So now this next 1 month is still fine and it's okay to digest, but post July 13, we can say 3-4 days prior only, when Shani turns Vakri, till 28th of July, we can say there is a kind of Shani Mangal opposition or the Shadashtak Yoga of Shani Mangal or the Shani Rahu conjunction or Mangal Ketu conjunction also we can consider this. So this Shanivat Rahu and Kujavat Ketu, as it is said in our classic scriptures. So Rahu behaves just like Shani and Ketu behaves just like Mars. So this Shani Rahu combination will either be double Rahu or double Saturn, and this Kuja Ketu's conjunction in Simha Rashi, Mangal Ketu conjunction in Simha Rashi will be either double Mars or double Ketu. So that's why we will see anything, any event which happens now will be in excess in nature. So if it's good, if good things happen also, it will be excess in nature, and even if the bad thing happens, it will be very excess in nature. So this will be the pattern we would see for the next 51-52 days. And don't get caught unprepared. That's the reason I'm mentioning all this in this video. We can make this cosmic patterns for our best, and we can be well prepared also. But what is very shocking during this time is some unprecedented events may happen that will shook our soul also. So avoid traveling to southeast directions during this time. So your home would be the best place to live during this time. And yeah, a lot of if I have to tell it from the country perspective also, for United States, I think leadership instability, then economic shocks and foreign policy chaos will hit them very badly. And for our country India, internal unrest potential is there, and security concerns. I have already mentioned in my previous videos also that this time is not good for the safety and security of our Prime Minister and also for the leaders of our country. So there could be some attempts on authoritative or people who are at a very high designation in our country. So they have to be very careful, including Prime Minister, President, MPs who are holding very big portfolios. Even they need a very big security. So security concerns, security lapse also may happen during this time. And natural disaster risk is also there. So that's also there. And there could be some tensions in the Middle East or the Gulf countries, and Asia Pacific conflicts very much expected during this time. And yeah, these are major warnings from my side. And apart from this, if I have to speak from the common people, the way I mentioned, viral outbreak would be there. So this will actually there is a kind of an emotional volatility warnings also which I would like to give during this time. And not to take any kind of impulsive decisions during this time, because Mars Ketu conjunction will definitely urge people to take that impulsive decisions, and that's why we may see people quitting the job without having another job, because now the job market or job industry is also pretty poor and getting a job is not that easy now. And even if you attend the interview, you won't get a call back or to get the offer letter also. Everything is done, at the end is not done, because the job industry is yet to open post September. So until Guru comes to Karkataka Rashi and directly aspects the 10th house, the industry, this job industry won't open, because the 10th Lord Shani is in the 12th house, which is a Vyayasthana. So there should be a major amount of layoffs in the next 2 months. So August onwards, big people would leave. Now the next 2 months, the stage would be set for that. The platform would be set for that. Apart from this, I think this is the time period, if there is something good which is happening during this time, is this is a very good time for spiritual growth opportunities. So if anyone wants to do mantra sadhana or any mantra siddhi, if they want to acquire, this is the right time, because Ketu is for that spiritual. And also when Ketu comes and sits in the 5th house of the Kalpurush Kundli, he represents that mantra chanting or gaining a good amount of punya karmas. And when Mars also comes there, Mars or Mangal is known for that sadhana or for the determination. Whenever we start any puja or anything, we have to continue that consistently for a very long time, and for that reason we need a very strong Mangal, because that willpower we should have, and that consistency, discipline, everything comes from that planet Mars. Along with Saturn, we need Mars also for this, and Mars is that sadhana. So sadhana and as well as the mantra siddhi, when it both combine, that's when we'll be able to do, or we'll be able to reach a very good spiritual, we'll be able to go much more deeper in spiritual life also. So this is a very good time to be more spiritual, to be more into those spiritual energies as well. So you can convert this into a very good one also. I'll make a detailed video for all the 12 Rashis, like how this will impact. But saying from the mundane astrology perspective, this might be a very good time period to be more dharmic and to be more spiritual. So these are some of the predictions. I think I have made a very major amount of predictions in this video. I hope you like it. And apart from this, I just want to remind the viewers that creativity would surge like anything during this time, but impulsiveness would be at risk. That will cause you risk, and this is not the right time to focus on making very impulsive decisions also. So we have to have that some amount of patience. Because of Mars aspect on Shani Dev, that patience is something we will lose out also. There is a possibility of it. So these were on the Mars and Ketu's planetary conjunction, and all the concerned predictions also have already expressed. And 22nd of July is a very big day. As I mentioned, this hasn't occurred since 1914, and this can lead to a very big war which will happen in the near future. So the next 51 days, I think we just have to pray to Mangal Devata, Dharani Garbha Sambhutam, Vidyut Kanti Samaprabham, Kumaram Shakti Hastancha, Tam Mangalam Pranamamyaham. And also praying to Ganesha, which is the first most thing we have to do, because Ketu is for Ganesha. And that only can bring our mind more into spiritual energies and will calm our mind also. So that's also very much required during this time. So yeah, the history repeats every time, and this also could be one occasion. So these are the only 2 remedies I would mention for everyone in general point of view. So in the next video, when I make for all the 12 Rashis, you will get the individual remedies based on your Rashi or your Lagna, so that you can refer for your individual perspective. But I would say from mundane astrology, this is a very important transit and not a very pretty normal one. So stay alert, stay safe, and be very cautious. So that's it for the day, and I hope you like this video. Please do drop in your feedback in the suggestions in the comment box. Please like and share my videos to your friends and family circle, so that this crucial message reaches everyone who are interested in Vedic astrology or who are at those positions and they have to know about it. And please do subscribe to my channel for more such content. I am on Instagram, YouTube as well as on LinkedIn pretty actively. So please do follow me there as well. So that's it for today. Thank you, and we'll see you soon again.